Thank you. I am two-time Golden Globe winner Jim Carrey. You know, when I go to sleep at night, I'm not just a guy going to sleep. I'm two-time Golden Globe winner Jim Carrey going to get some well-needed shut-eye. And when I dream, I don't just dream any old dream. No, sir. I dream about being three-time Golden Globe winning actor Jim Carrey. Because then I would be enough. It would finally be true. And I could stop this terrible search for what I know ultimately won't fulfill me. But these are important, these awards. I don't want you to think that just because if you blew up our solar system alone, you wouldn't be able to find us or any of human history with the naked eye. But from our perspective, this is huge.
What is Scenario 12D? We know it's a war game scenario, that it has to do with airline counterterrorism. Why is that important enough to kill for?
Because it's no longer a game.
But if some terrorist group wants to act out this scenario, why target you for assassination?
Depends on who your terrorists are.
The men who conceived of it in the first place. You're saying our government plans to commit a terrorist act against a domestic airline?
There you go. Indicting the entire government as usual. It's a faction. A small faction.
For what possible gain?
The Cold War's over, John. But with no clear enemy to stockpile against, the arms market's flat. But bring down a fully loaded 727 into the middle of New York City, and you'll find a dozen tin-pot dictators all over the world just clamoring to take responsibility.
9/11 was a false flag operation. It was a warm-up to World War III.
Joel McHale plays Tad O'Malley, who's a conservative talk show host.
He is very conservative, but his ideas about conspiracy theories match up exactly with Mulder's.
It's all part of a conspiracy dating back to the UFO crash at Roswell in 1947.
My character wants to get a hold of Mulder, and that's how it starts.
Join me for a little ride?
Right here is fine.
Low-flying aircraft often employ what they call dirt boxes to record conversations, that I prefer private.
Aircraft employed by whom?
He's really an amalgamation of so many characters on the internet who believe that there's not just an alien conspiracy, but a possible conspiracy of men.
What I need is your expertise.
Our expertise for what?
I'm rattling some pretty big cages in the intelligence community.
Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves, in a state of perpetual war. To create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose, the corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear,
They can just steal your money?
followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion, using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in '47.
You can't say these things.
I'm going to say them tomorrow.
Can you believe what you have been seeing on CNN today, ladies and gentlemen? Can you believe it? Supposedly, a CNN reporter found Osama bin Laden, took a television camera crew with him, went into Osama bin Laden's hideout, interviewed him and his top leadership, his top lieutenants and colonels and generals in their hideout. This is a CNN reporter with a camera crew. And he came out and told everybody, within 3 weeks, Osama bin Laden is going to attack the United States and Israel. Now, don't you think that's kind of strange, folks? You see, because the largest intelligence apparatus in the world, with the biggest budget in the history of the world, has been looking for Osama bin Laden for years and years and years, and can't find him. A reporter from CNN and his little camera crew got in to Osama bin Laden's secret hideout and conducted an interview. If you don't believe me, tune into CNN. They're probably running it right now as I'm speaking. And if you believe it, you are one of the stupidest jerks that ever lived on the face of this earth. And whatever is going to happen that they're going to blame on Osama bin Laden, don't you even believe it. When in hell are all you people going to wake up?
That's why we gotta watch everything. You can't believe shit. I ain't saying you can't trust nobody. I'm just saying, can't nobody be trusted. These motherfuckers have already told us the NSA can hear every conversation we make and see every text that we send. So you explain to me how the fuck a whole airplane could go missing in this bitch with 271 motherfuckers on it. And everybody trying to act like ain't shit happening. Aren't we in the same country where 2 airplanes ran into our goddamn buildings and we don't know where they are, right? We can all see the shit. The police is on some different shit. I know you noticed it here. I want you to know it's like that everywhere. The police is on some different shit. Now, I know it's some cops in here. We do not mean y'all. Y'all are doing a great job. We appreciate it. Just doing your job, keeping us safe out there. Thank you so much. It's the ones outside we talking about. They own some different shit. The police used to be serve and protect. Used to be, you are presumed innocent until you are proven guilty. Police is on some different shit. They done figured out they can kill your ass today and come up with a story for the news tomorrow. They done figured that shit out. They done got so good, they can show us the truth, and we can see the truth with our own eyes, and then they can lie to us at the same time and confuse us about the truth we just saw with our own eyes. Okay, the first time we all saw it was at the Boston Marathon bombing. Everybody was looking for the fake-ass, bullshit-ass terrorist. He had a 4-day head start. He could have been anywhere. But we knew he was in the boat because they told us he was in the boat. From a helicopter, that's him in the boat right there. That's him in the boat. Drew a picture around him, that's him laying down at the bottom of the boat. Then they said, the police are here. We gonna back up. Let the police go in and begin negotiations. And all we heard was, brat, brat-tat-tat, brat-tat-tat, brat-tat-tat. Then they cut to commercial. By the time they came back, that motherfucker had 20 holes in his chest, a tunnel in his throat. The next day they say he was in a gunfight. But he didn't have a gun. Oh, ask a nigga, that is not a gunfight. That's a drive-by right there. That's execution you got caught in. Second time we saw it was in LA when they was looking for the ex-black cop, Christopher Dorner. That was some scary shit. They wanted that nigga bad. Let me just tell you, I was in LA at the time, and let me just say, you do not want to be a nigga when they are looking for niggas. That was some scary shit. I didn't realize how much of my time I spent being black till I had to try to drive white for 2 days. I'm all up on the steering wheel. Them motherfuckers want that nigga bad. They shot up 2 Hispanic women in a pickup truck delivering newspapers at 4:30 in the morning looking for a nigga. Wait a minute. That is too early and too late for niggas. We're not going to be nowhere at 4:30 in the morning, not even if we supposed to be. But we knew he was in the cabin because they told us he was in the cabin. He's in the cabin. The police have him completely surrounded. There's nowhere for him to go. We're going back up. Let the police go in and begin negotiations. And all we saw was, get that motherfucker. Then they said, it looks like he committed suicide. They just barbecued this nigga on national TV.
Red Silver J, all I gotta say.
I saw the end of the world. I could feel all this death.
Jean, it was just a dream.
You wander through the willows in the forest you have found.
I've been called many things over many lifetimes.
Trying to hide.
Ra, Krishna, Yahweh.
Ever since the world found out about mutants, there have been secret societies who see them as some kind of second coming or sign of God. They believe that tens of thousands of years ago, an ancient being was born, the world's first
Mutant. You are all my children. And you're lost. Because you follow blind leaders. But I am here now. I'm here for you.
Wherever this being was, he always had 4 followers he would imbue with power.
Like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. You got that one from the Bible.
Or the Bible got it from him.
What is it? Oh, God. He can control all of us.
Charles!
The world needs the X-Men.
That's why I'm here. To fight.
Not all of us can control our powers.
Then don't. This is war.
Everything they've built will fall! And from the ashes of their world, we'll build a better one!